All right, so welcome to another episode of the Career Support Network. And my number one goal is to inspire and help as many career professionals as I possibly can live the career of their dreams. And I've been meeting some really amazing people in my professional network. And so I created this podcast so that they could share their stories. And so today I have with me Natasha. Thank you so much for joining me here today.
It's my pleasure.
And so go ahead, tell us a little bit about your business and what it is that you do.
Yes, well, thank you. So I own a talent forward human capital consulting firm called Career MD, your prescription for thriving careers.
Okay.
And so my focus is I help my clients grow and strengthen their workforce through talent engagement strategies, HR analytics, and also one-on-one coaching.
All right. So it seems like we're in like some of the similar tasks. So you're in human resources as well, right?
I am, yes. I've had my SHRM-SCP for quite some time. It's really fun trying to find creative ways to stay up to date with all of our various events that we would typically get accreditation through canceled. So
Right.
that's been interesting working with HR professionals to find creative ways to stay up to date, relevant, especially, during this crazy time.
Okay. How did you get started in human resources?
So I actually got my start as a college career coach,
Oh,
helping students as they were getting ready to graduate, develop their resume, develop their interview skills, and really just talk about themselves in a confident way. How do you market yourself and present yourself confidently, especially as a new student going out into the workforce? So that's where that passion for career and career development really started for me. And so since then, I've worked my way through various HR talent acquisition roles within a wide range of organizations, large and small, nationwide. And I've also continued executive career coaching, as well as some pro bono work, working with dislocated workers, veteran affairs, trying to reintegrate back into the civilian workforce. I've also directed nationwide teams of HR and TA professionals. And supported clients in everything from strategic roadmap for company operations and long-term vision to writing handbooks and settling disputes about whether or not the lights are too bright in a particular room.
right.
Right. So that has been a little bit of my background. Certainly a lot of engaging with other HR professionals to just continue to grow and strengthen this really great industry that we have.
Awesome, awesome. So I know in my experience, a lot of the entry level professionals might have like some type of struggles with finding a career change or just breaking into a new industry. What have you seen the most successful people do that are college students that were able to get into the job of their dreams?
Mm. Well, persistence, of course, is huge. And I know how cliche this is, but the rejection rate is really high. And so seeing every opportunity to interview as a coaching moment. And then also, I have found just absolute joy in working with and running mock interviews with some of my clients.
Awesome.
And I've done this with not just new grads, new high school grads, new college grads, all the way up to executives who are either looking to pivot or just shift, into a new organization. So practice and really learn your brand. Who are you and how do you respond to those questions?
Awesome, awesome. So your main thing is to be persistent and not to give up, mainly simply because you were rejected. And so, yeah.
Right, right. And then, use those rejections as opportunities to learn, okay, well, I could have maybe honed this. Oh, wow, that's a new question. I totally got stumped. Next time I'm asked that, I'm going to have a really great answer for that. Let
Right.
me reflect on that. So.
Awesome, awesome. That's really awesome advice. And so, what are some of the mistakes you see career professionals make?
Well, so honestly, one of the things that professionals um, do that I have found to be limiting in their ability to grow, to be taken a little bit more seriously, especially in some of these soft skilled professions like human resources, right? Like talent acquisition. They can lose credibility if they focus on just the narrative, not also the numbers. So I have found that analytics and taking a look at how certain operations are impacting the bottom line really help build a business case for initiatives, right? But then also helps wield influence for that particular person who's now responsible for this narrative that's also connected with numbers.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, numbers are very, very important. That's a really good point there. I know that's one of the things that I try to tell them to add. Make sure they add that to their resume as well. You know, that's one of the things that
Yes.
really help it stand out against other applicants. So, so the number one question that I get from career professionals is in regards to interviewing. And so, what would you say is a good thing for them to make sure that they do every time that they show up for a job interview?
Have done your research about the organization and come with relevant questions about your role that you are talking about and how that impacts the overall company growth. Did they just go through an acquisition? Was somebody new just brought onto the team? Why is this position open? And really also do your research, not just about the company, but also about the industry, so that you have a grounded foundation for those questions, and do it sincerely. Don't just do a Google search with some bullet points. I mean, really
Right.
dig into it to show, your genuine interest in the opportunity.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And so, what are some of the myths that you hear about job searching or human resources that you find out not to be true now that you have experience in the industry?
I think my favorite myth, and you see this image so often, is that dang ladder, right? Where the only way to grow in your career is up and up and up. Well, here's the reality. Is sometimes it's about taking a side step and just being open to the opportunities that don't just mean a title increase, right? Associate to team lead to manager, director, up, up, up can be limiting. So sometimes it's about taking a step into a different department with better advancement options. Sometimes it's maybe taking a step down or staying in the same spot to advance your own training, your education, and getting a little bit more grit under your step in order to propel your career forward. So just because it's not up does not mean it's not advancement.
Awesome, awesome. And so, are you working on anything right now? Do you have any career coaching courses, any trainings?
Interestingly, so I've been working with clients quite a bit during this time, and the two services that I have been supporting most over the past 6 to 8 months is, well, the first, unfortunately, is career severance support. I am very impressed with a lot of companies and corporations who are taking it seriously, that letting their team go, or parts of their team go, it's an inevitability, but how do we do it in order to show the respect and the gratitude for the work that these individuals have contributed to the organization? So I do work with severance support, and then working with the employees who are impacted by workforce reduction to sharpen skills, find confidence in their job search. And so I will go in and do one-on-one coaching with those individuals. And I'm just so impressed that companies are making that choice in order to provide that type of support. And the
Awesome.
second, yeah, and the second is actually workforce strategy consultation. I mean, you hear about essential. How many times have we heard that word, especially recently, right? So workforce strategy consultation is a holistic assessment of tools, skills on the team, processes. And what I do is I help identify and optimize company and team best practices. So where can teams tighten their belts while minimizing workforce reduction?
Awesome, awesome. Now, do you work with specific industries?
I the list continues to grow.
Awesome.
I have predominantly found myself supporting IT
Okay.
firms, so information technology, as well as, interestingly, state and government have absolutely been wonderful clients to partner with. Um, Education also, and skilled trades. Telecom has been huge, which blends in a variety of tech, labor, and various skills.
Yeah, awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. I know IT is one of those big fields. I get a lot of requests lately for those, and of course, I could send them over to you, of course.
Oh,
And how can people get in touch with you if they wanted to reach out?
absolutely. Well, my website is career-md.com. Or you can also reach me through email. My first name, Natasha, Natasha, at career-md.com. You can always, of course, find me on LinkedIn as well, and I would be happy to connect and offer support and a consultative chat, and sometimes just a mental health check amidst
Right.
all of the craziness that's going on.
All right, awesome, awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for joining me here, Natasha. We hope to have you back on again soon. I know a lot of people are going to have questions about interviewing and things like that, and they're going to want to get in touch with you. So I'm going to post your links up above this video so that they can reach out.
Well, thank you so much for doing this, and just very much appreciate it. And thank you to your audience for joining and tuning in. So again, thank you and happy Thanksgiving.
And same to you, same to you.